Welcome back, Director.
Darkness engulfed the elevator. There was something there, reaching for her, trying to make her act. It was a distress call. Faden sensed a drowning man, a hunger in the
that's
dark. Investigation sector.
Investigation sector, huh? We should check this out.
Wait. That for the other DLC? I think it is. Back to executive sector.
Everything's good here, Director.
Can I levitate in here?
I heard Hope was promoted.
Before we do that one, we'll look at the there'll be a hotline for it, which is, what's it called? Faden rides the elevator. Right, remember that. Faden rides the elevator. We'll watch it before we do the other DLC.
Even if it was a dream, I feel Darling reached out to me through the hotline. I have a feeling he and Trench won't be the only callers from the beyond.
Director situation crisis. Uh-oh, in Foundation. We demand your attention, Moxie. Oldest house is in danger. We opened the door tree in maintenance. Hurry, post, haste.
Problem in the Foundation. That was Auti's vacation spot. We need to check this out.
Okay. Is Artie still on vacation? No, he can't. He would have come. Okay, I just took the long way around then. I did. He can kick up his feet now. He's got a great assistant. That's true.
Dark, quiet, trans-dimensional. This place really suits Ahti.
Find the door.
So that etching is the door. Okay, let's try opening it.
Well, I found the door pretty quickly. Foundation.
No time for sightseeing. The board said this was an emergency. Looks like no one's been down here in a while.
Hey, maybe I can get one of those corruption things so I can upgrade my gun. What was that?
Those crystals are kind of pretty. Emily would be having a field day down here.
Oh, is this darling sand?
My life's been a strange one. Certainly stranger than I'd like. But this place, it's something else. The floors crawl, the walls slither. It's a shifting pit. On the streets.
The foundation. Bottom of the oldest house. Stop the hit. I only heard of the foundation when I
Marshall.
became head of operations. The very bottom of the oldest house. Director access only. Just the name alone is classified. Zachariah gave me a tour the day I was promoted. Said I should see it for myself, to understand. After that, I snuck down on my own from time to time to keep tabs on the place, and on them. But nothing ever changed down there. Not even the walls. It's solid, permanent, different from the rest of the house. Of course, they were always watching me. I never stayed long. I'm not stupid. I have to stop the hiss from finding this place. I'm the only one who can.
Marshall? How was she on the hotline? Unless she's dead. Jesus. She seemed like the kind of woman who could survive anything.
Oh, interesting.
I just found my way down here too.
I'm guessing that's death. It looks like death. We have a space. Okay, the other sign from research site Gamma had a deep cavern option. side, see if we can open that door.
Of course, Father, the great director Ash, would have been the first man in. And look at me. His bookworm son. The supposed head of research who
Looks
can't
like there's
stop his
no-
rage from taking long enough to step over the threshold.
The map's saying there's a way through. But there's nothing there. Okay, well. I know that things change. Push on then. Maybe we open it up from the where it says cave system. That looks like death as well. At first I thought the cave paintings in the Foundation chronicled ancient humans' encounters with natural occurrences like weather, but soon became clear they depicted events far outside the average human experience. Also, it seems I was wrong to assume the images are ancient. Radiocarbon dating suggests something impossible. They've been down here longer than the paintings. That's absurd, though. The style and medium clearly indicate a Paleolithic origin. I was ready to conclude the ancient community of humans lived in or around Oldest House. Now with this information, I don't know what to think. Is one of our agents drawing these, or is there someone down here with us? This place has a habit of skewing my results, so perhaps the data is corrupted. Or perhaps some paintings were created at different times. The art does seem to chronicle not only the past, but also the present, and possibly even the future. I see in them echoes of the board, some linear architecture, even what could be interpreted as a director. Are the paintings telling a story that's still being written? If so, who is writing it?
Are using pickaxes now?
Hey, they dodge the ones when you throw from the front, but I picked that one up behind him, and as it was throwing through, obviously he doesn't see it, so it smacked him in the back of the head.
Those structures.
Uh-huh.
Is that the astral plane? How
think we
is
can
that
get up there.
possible? This is worse than I thought. I need to figure out what's going on.
The thing here. Oh, that's a new enemy. Sharpened agents display para-utilitarian ability to rapidly move short distances. Yeah. Unique fact, it's not associated with any known object of power, however, we should not discount possibility that this is an object variation. For example, abrupt physical relocation could potentially be a variant of the jukebox effect. Other explanations of the Hiss sharpened abilities currently include momentarily Momentary time manipulation, brief increase in physical speed, inhibiting the witness's sense of sight. If we do accept the hiss sharpens ability is not connected to a known object of power, then are the hiss either manifesting unique paranatural abilities, or are there objects in the house that we aren't aware of? Either way, the hiss are continuing to develop new strains of corruption, and that is cause for concern. Tom, you missed the good news. I'm sure the official memo will go out soon, but Northmore called... Northmore? That's the previous director's previous director. Called an all-hands at the crossroads to announce we're finally moving out of this hellhole and up to the house proper. Eurobrass apparently solved the moving walls problem, or at least figured out a way to pinpoint where and when they happen. All I know is I'm going to means goodbye darkness, goodbye weird lunches with that ex-Nazi scientist, and goodbye pissing into the pit. I know that was you, Barry. Northmore's ordering a foundation sealed as soon as we can haul our stuff out and somehow convince Ash to come with us. He's the only one kicking up a fuss. This is long overdue. We've lost 11 men and damn near $10,000 in supplies moving between the entrance and the foundation. And for what? Research? Ash is batty. He thinks we want to stay here and sift through more sand for him. It's just rusted iron flakes anyway. Did you know that? We're breathing that shit in. Rusted iron flakes. I mean, as long as you put a good toy in it, it probably makes a great breakfast cereal. Beware of dangerous toxic gases. I'll take note. Okay. Do I want to be going around to that? Let's just go over here. I think we want to try and research. Or research? Reach? Nope, that's death. However... Nope, that's death too. Maybe our elevate will get a go higher option. Full-blown fly. And it's done it again. I need to disable that yeah, Shift Tab brings up Steam Overlay, or a Steam Overlay of something that I never actually use. And it's quite common in games where you're running and Tab is map. Mr. Wilder, I have some bad news. You remember that Robert Ricardo fellow we brought in as a special consultant to map the lower caves? Well, today found a chamber with weird eyes covering every inch of the walls and strange back pillar in the center. Kind of looks like the one at Crossroads, but smaller. We had a bureau member shadowing him, but whatever happened in there did a number on our guest. The docs are taking a look, but it's pretty clear Mr. Adventure's exploring days are over. I know we were careful to limit the guy's exposure to non-ordinary... Well, drugging him and carrying him through the upper floor was a real hoot, by the way. But we really need to reevaluate the policies on external contractors. Honestly, we'd be better off forming a special division trained in rappelling and orienteering than subjecting more outsiders to the stuff we deal with. They almost end up dead or loony. Marcus.
The astral plane is cutting into our dimension. What if this happens in the upper floors? It'll destroy the Bureau.
Weapon mods full. Okay, well, let's see what we can do about this. Can I get a better mod? What do I just want straight up? Oh, what's that? Is that spin grouping efficiency? Oh, it's accuracy. I want damage for spin. Just straight up damage. Or damage for grip. I don't know. Let's... And headshot damage, I guess, is... Oh, hang on, what about my loadout? Maybe we've found something that can replace... I want another energy. Where's the hand? Yeah, launch energy. Reduction would be nice.
I wish I brought Emily with me. I could really use my head of research right about now.
Go back and get her.
Marshall? Marshall! You're alive!
Marshall.
Wait! It's Jesse! The director! Whoa. This place is
Crossroads.
huge. Marshall? Can you hear me? She was on the hotline, so that person couldn't have been Marshall, right? One problem at a time. Let's see what's going on with that pillar first.
I didn't see it. There's a spot in Cave Bleed off to the left. I didn't see a spot going out that way. I have accuracy soon. All my research into Oldest House's ley lines, I still don't understand why they converge here at the base of this pillar. I suppose the simplest reason is that they have to converge somewhere. Occam's razor and all that. But that seems wrong. The esoteric world abhors coincidence. So what is the true relationship between the pillar and the ley lines? Does it act as a magnet, attracting them polar north? Or is it a pillar of a product of their focused energies, a sprout nourished by a constant flow of the Oldest House's power? Perhaps classifying that power would provide some insight. However, we currently have no means of measuring or quantifying it. Given time, it may become possible to collect, even harness this energy. On that note, Northmore is bringing in much louder Dr. Gustav Wagner from headquarters in DC to aid my research. I suppose this is his way of saying he doesn't trust me to work unsupervised. Let's just hope Dr. Wagner is as smart as his dearly departed Führer once believed him to be. With the astral plane now physically accessible, a torrent of new information is being collected of the entities known as astral copies. The copies' bodies are composed of a dense stone-like material that is both resilient under controlled circumstances and brittle when struck with significant force. Whether the astral copies possess individual consciousness or are directed by a higher intelligence such as Board remains unknown. However, the shared aggression seems to indicate a unified goal. Director Faden's encounters with these entities when binding objects of power in the astral plane indicate they serve as live targets for potential para-utilitarians to practice on. Some have been equipped with Bureau weaponry, though it seems unlikely they were armed by our personnel. It's important to note they may appear immune to his corruption. That one's documenting us, so it's been written recently. Pillar found on the crossroads is best described as an onyx spike that protrudes from the cave floor like an imposing stalagmite. Despite its aggressive silhouette, the structure has an undeniable allure. Freud? Is it Freud? Would certainly have something to say about Pillar's overly erect nature. That's definitely Freud. But I'm more drawn to Whitmore's essay on dynamic layers, structures within structures, and fractal mirror in every being. Given its significant location, I believe the pillar is either the very heart of the oldest house or an intrusion within that heart. Or perhaps it's like the husk of a seed from which the oldest house sprouted. Trotter wrote that great architecture isn't built, it grows. Then why does the pillar look so different from the rest of this place's concrete walls and rocky caverns? It's easy to see as an anomaly, a buried artifact, a foreign body, a demonic phallus. I wonder if this pillar is any more welcome here than we are. There's the pillar. Let's cleanse this. Claim it, I should say. Look at that.
It's been 5 days since we first entered the building.
Ash. Nail door monolith is hurt. Touch to revere it. Enter. Repair the nail link to prevent astral consumption collision. This is the director's duty plot. Authorized for a single new tool upgrade. Use it to save the Foundation, us, Bureau. Explore the astral plane challenge. Left or right self? We got
So
to
I
choose.
can only choose one? I thought I was done with these tests.
Oh, we're definitely taking the shape manipulation, fracture undo. Go shape manipulation. We are tweaking, cultivating the ability. You. We're the first director to receive earn this. We should feel honored and handled. That's cool. So we pull these out of the walls. I'm trying to read and navigate, not falling down. It's not going to happen. Ooh. I like that one. Correct, son. That's cool.
Okay, let's review. This broken pillar is called the nail. It was broken by something, and now the astral plane is bleeding into the foundation, which will destroy the oldest house, the bureau, and everyone inside. I need to find 4 locks, or keys, or whatever, to stop that from happening. But I'm the director. I've handled worse. This should be simple-ish. You with me?
It should be simple-ish. We're doing the nail, so we just completed. What was the last one called? The foundation? Yeah, all right. That way. Awesome. Ah, okay. That's how we ascend that other bit. Warehouse path. when we get fracture, maybe it destroys those. Complete the ritual in the warehouse. Okay. What's that dude say the ritual was? Emptying the minibar? There's a lot of these little, whoa. What is up there? My seized dude got him. I probably should look inside the areas, I guess. The oldest house has revealed much to me during my months in the Foundation, but many questions remain. Primarily, the tree etchings bewilder me. What is their significance? The house has changed shape over its lifetime, as I've theorized, that it was a tree its first form. I sent a team to Schwarzman building in search of pre-settlement accounts, Manhattan Island. From those I discovered a single relevant line, and there I found a tree not known to me. The devil twisted within its bark. That line taken with the fact that certain American cultures believed some trees would offer wisdom and guidance is indeed interesting. However, it's hardly firm evidence. And though I am now bound to the oldest house, I remain a man of science. Of course, there are numerous ancient beliefs regarding trees. Yggdrasil, the tree of knowledge. Yak's Imichi. Some cultures offered blood sacrifices to trees, while others claimed trees endowed chosen individuals with inhuman powers. Do New York City many murders act as sacrifice for the oldest house? Does the house have a chosen champion? Is it me? We just saved Yggdrasil last month. Is that right? I've been going through my library researching pyramids and triangles. If that shape does relate to the board, as Northmore says, then perhaps our predecessors in the occult can offer some insight through their geometric knowledge. The esotericism The triangle is closely associated with the Holy Trinity and other three-part concepts: past, present, future, mind, body, spirit. Interestingly, the term board also implies multiple parts. Upright triangles in Judeo-Christian imagery indicate an ascent to the rational divine realm. Inverted, it signifies a descent into the corporeal human. Naturally, the ascent is masculine and the fall is feminine. Adam and Eve. That's just a bit of old world patriarchy. It's 1964 now, and we're all past that silliness. Considering the above, what does the inverted triangle tell us about the board? They're clearly not corporeal or human. Perhaps they wish to be, or they once were. The likeliest answer is simply that theological imagery cannot help define us, alien entities. But still, the pyramid seems significant. Shapes have a power, and clearly so does the board. 3 pyramids. What could it mean?
Is this a Bureau ID badge? Looks so old. Pope will definitely want to see this.
It's the second time she's mentioned Pope. Where is Pope? I want to look at the ID thing. Oh, this is about the thing. Locks, keys, keep, socket, us here. Trapped, hooked, hidden, fed. They are old, young, extra, life. With the director's help. Situation information is subject to change. Oh, look, there's a door on the side of this thing. There's also like another way. Oh, that looks like it goes through the mountain off to the right-hand side. Probably doesn't. It might be a dead end, but... Alright, let's go inside the building and then we'll check out this dead end. Note.
Weird place to leave an ID card, but okay.
What about these ID cards? Why is missions? Oh, because we got the research thing reach out to us. I come back, there better not be enemies again. So red. Oh, the ID cards. Probably not worth it. I wonder if the other ID card we found will open the gate at the bottom. No. There was a door just over here I think we were planning to go through instead. Yeah, it seems like a better option.
Days now spent inside what we're calling the oldest house. Northmore insists on the name. I'm too tired to ask why. I'm not sleeping well. Per order, me and my research team have established an examination lab in the Foundation. I basically lived out.
The power grid needs to go right there.
The obedient head of research father raised me. I spend my days investigating
Weapon
that all
armor
before
damage.
Northmore found the
Huh.
handgun.
That's a possibility.
The work was hard and discovered numerous non-Aristotelian energy channels converging at its base. Ley lines, dragon nodes, Pelican lineage. This pillar is the crossroad. I started building something. Equal parts talisman and technology.
Power core storage.
An
Let's go to
array
power
that
core
can
storage
evolve
first.
order on the ley junctions. That's the idea,
Hang on. Oh, I thought it was going to go down. I guess not. Like down from here. Is there a 1 there? No. Good. It would have felt real dum-dums then. Need to get power for that. After numerous attempts, I finally found a way to intercept and contain the ambient energy of the ley lines in kind of non-Aristotelian battery I've dubbed the power core. Admit it was difficult capturing the energy. I can barely measure, much less interact with it. Luckily, it seems the porous stone of the Foundation's caverns possess such conductive qualities. Using stone flakes and copper wire, my power cores collect significant power. My early prototypes collected too much, in fact, but I've since reinforced the container. I don't yet know the repercussions of tapping into this power field. As a precaution, these devices should not be taken outside of the house. Ideally, the Bureau should no longer need to rely on typical energy sources. It's my greatest feat of engineering yet. I've always had an interest in invention. I like the creativity that allowed, set within the firm boundaries of logic and physics. Father never approved, calling it a mundane science. With that in mind, I dedicated this invention to Theodore Ashe Sr. May he scowl in peace. Oh, these ones aren't powered up. I'm gonna have to go charge one, maybe. Oh, there's one. Just in case. Let's take one of these with us.
Entry day plus 51. Northmore has ordered an all-hands search for objects service weapon. He claims those. I don't see how he's so certain.
Well then.
After pressing him, he finally described.
Ah, okay. I've got no corrupted samples now and I can't upgrade my weapon. I think I spent 2 to make a weapon I don't use, so now I got 0 to upgrade. We're going to carry this basic weapon through to the end of the game. Crappy mod, unupgraded. Well, let's see if I upgrade it. All I can do is put crappy mods in it, so it doesn't matter, I guess. Oh well. No damage. Oh, that's a big launch dependency. Go away. Ha, my tier 4 is 1% higher than my tier 3. It's still higher.
That damn gun. Fail. I've served under 2 directors. 3 now, I suppose. Trench and I worked our way up together. We made it through the tough cases, the bad days, the casualties. He was the epitome of a good agent. Smart, decisive, selfless. Then he picked up that damn gun. Becoming director is a formal process overseen by the board. Lots of ritual and mystery. After that, key staff provide detailed briefs on all classified matters, past and present. But with Faden, well, there's no protocol for field promotion. The girl's smart, has a good head on her shoulders. I'm trusting her to handle the hiss
Marshall likes
upstairs,
us.
while I hold them off here. All this shit with the nail, the board, I'm not sure she's ready. Besides, I work better alone.
Welcome back, Valkyrie. What'd you have for dinner today?
Not
pizza
sure
a little bit
she's
later.
ready.
I'm here, aren't I? I saved the Bureau once, and I'll do it again.
Yeah, I'm the director. Per Archival Mandates 8.a, this document has been edited to meet current administrative standards. Certain terminology may be out of date. The retrieved material was subjected to Felstron's array, configuration 74B, but the tests were halted as the matter began to physically elude the equipment. Attempts to constrain the element were made, but under further stress, it became vaporous. The researchers suffered corrosive injuries prior to their deaths. The child victims at Meteor Hill recounted the material enveloping them in a pleasant manner upon making contact, but when discovered, they were redacted and screaming. Bodily changes were perceived immediately. Deformities, loss of pigment in the skin and hair, and mental symptoms surfaced in subsequent examinations. Confusion, heightened aggression. The Department of Public Knowledge and Diversions gave statements claiming the incident was caused by debris from poorly made Russian satellites, which the public accepted with no complications. The children were sent to the Bureau's recuperation facility in Redaction to help away from society. That just blames some poorly made Russian satellites on the children of this town going crazy. You had sweet and sour chicken balls? I like sweet and sour chicken. Going up even higher? Okay, so this is where we are. Didn't complete the ritual though. A little concerned that I missed the ritual. Oh, from there, if we looked up, we might have seen the yellow tarp. Jukebox token is nice. Have to do anything here. There's two locations there. I don't know if I got them both. Oh, Jesse. You gotta do it like that, Jesse. I think I did. I think this one's under the other one. wonder which one's higher. Warehouse? Warehouse Rise is probably the top one. Which I'm hoping is the one we were just in. It is. Okay, so one's definitely lower. That's why it looks like they're on top of each other. How's the wheel looking? Get your votes in, guys. We're going to be taking that wheel for a spin after the stream to see what we're playing tomorrow and for the next few days, I guess. Need another channel points thing to do. Glad I put that in there. Look, in case you didn't put the power in there. Well, you know what? We're smart. We take power with us very seriously. Oh, you're getting some Dead Space ones in as well. Nice. That's where we are now. Let's go up. House.
Another etching, like the one I used to get in here.
Get some, Jesse. Bird. The birds have been absolute Achilles heel entire game ever since the first one, and then they just, which I thought was cool for like what seemed to be like a boss fight type of deal, but as far as regular enemies, it's too overtuned. They show up and they don't one-shot you. They put you in a one-hit position, just like that. Oh. It's just going to be quicker to die and stuff. Like good old Lara Croft days. Oh, the loading. So much loading. Hey, Zazzy Cat. Yeah, doing the DLCs today. We finished the main game yesterday. You gonna replay Neptune 4? New Game Plus. Ooh. That good, was it? Might be able to pour that tea by the time the elevator takes us from start to finish. Bottom. Perfect timing. Oh, is that the one where you had the the ice lolly for a sword? I remember you posting a picture of that. Okay, so not only do we have this massive load screen, then we've got to wait for the elevator, and then wait for the elevator again, and then we've got to have a fight with another bird. Flipping birds, man. What can you do? Yeah, it's a big... It's a big off, hey. Why not have a why not have a collection point higher up? Like, why do I have to wait for the elevator to come from the ground floor? Able to sneak out for a cheeky pee while I was waiting for the elevator. They're really making us work for it? Yeah. Yeah. What can you do though, right? Take this block. I think we just got the bird accidentally. it's one of those. Go away. With the melee on these things, I wonder if I could have interacted with it without
Is this the lock/key the board told me about?
without fighting. You play that one if that's the Valkyrie. Oh, you only play on PlayStation. Saying you could check out Maple Story for me, tell if it's any good. I don't know if it's PlayStation. I know it's Steam. Or just, I think you get a standalone. Well done. Only 3 keys remain. Our nail is rebuilding, loosening.
Just doing my job.
3 more keys. What?
First one down. Director Faden's got this covered.
And there's more? The nail reached base camp. That's all the way over there. Hey, Plasmodium. DLC is good. We had a bird fight though. Birds suck. But we accidentally killed it when I pulled the spikes up on something else. It was yeah, one of the melee dudes was running across. I pulled the spikes up and the bird was there. We got the memo that he could fly. So I guess we go from one of these to the crossroads. Let's go with... Sure. I used to play Maple Story. What'd you think? I'm looking for some chill stuff for November. Something to sink my teeth into. Oh. I'd have to go that way. It's a gacha type game? What does it do for gachas? I'm into that sort of thing. Well, I mean, I don't know if you can actually be into gachas. I suppose some people are, but that's got nothing to do with the gameplay. That's just the payment model. Okay, seems like we're at the bottom of the world here. Also seems like this is actually a wall. They need reincarnation on the phone. Well, yeah, but I mean, like I said, that's the payment model. I'm less interested in how games charge for what they charge, but more interested in gameplay when I want to ask about a game. It's not very, yeah, think about like the description. When you try to explain a game to someone, if I was going to explain Borderlands to you, and I said, oh yeah, it's a $60 box game, that tells you nothing about the game, right? But very similar to when, you know, with a game that's got any gacha mechanics to it that tells you absolutely zero about the game. Not helpful. A dungeon crawl, action type side scroller. Yeah. What'd you think about it though? Not the payment methods, the gameplay. Where is it? There it is. Swan couldn't hook. Yeah, see now that might be a product of the gacha system, because usually, especially the free-to-play, if you're doing pure free-to-play, they're a lot more grindy because their revenue model is buy boosts to increase drop rates and stuff, or grind percentages. Grindy's good for Twitch though. Yeah, I've seen a little bit of video, but I haven't played it. I think, like most people, I know about the thing with the teeth. It's like a black ghost with big teeth. Like a guide or something. It's like a prominent feature in the game. I think it's even got a teethy nickname. I haven't played it enough to... I haven't seen enough, but I was watching a friend play it a little bit. I can't remember if he was playing before or after the remaster, and someone said it got better or worse. Best looking MMOs out there? Well, you gotta have something on the list, hey? can use those as shields. AI has been less than stellar today.
This area looks newer. Is it from the upper floors?
Nice of that dude to let me in the building. Complete the ritual in the collapsed department. Okay.
There's something behind that hiss barrier.
What a bird. I like. Let me in. A new bureau alert. Wow. Wonder if there's a way to force those after the games, like after you've done everything else in the game, or if you just have to sit around and wait for them. I use a mouse. Trackball. Whoa. Do they exist anymore? Actually, I know someone that does use a trackball. They've got a I don't know what the exact disability is, but it's from an injury. Hey, kitty. Oh, because I've got a I play with low sensitivity for better aiming, which possibly isn't as necessary here. But I like to keep my third and first person shooters with the same sensitivity so that when I do play an actual shooter. You think the game provides aim assist? Yeah, if you turn it on, you can. I don't have it turned on. Aim assist doesn't make your aim worse. It makes it better though. Okay, I wonder if I need to get all the way across to that. I think I need to get all the way across to that one. Maybe I can. You always find it annoying. Pulls the crosshair. Well, don't use it then. It depends on the game too. Like some games, yeah, they'll snap to a target. Jesse, just grab hold of the ledge. Like you do any other time you jump towards something. Well, I was coming back here anyway, but apparently we made it to base camp. Anyway, whoever finds this, I am Containment Processor Designer Gene Gibbs. I'm writing this document to the largest building shift to ever occur. Here are the facts. A considerably large section of Containment Sector, including process and protocols offices, a research facility, and a fair chunk of the firebreak, have been yanked down to a chasm that reaches far below lobby level, I think. It was a violent shift. I regret to report several casualties. Injuries were sustained by all, but many of us, myself included, are still mobile. We've set up base camp and started triaging. There are little supplies. We explored our surroundings and found caverns of all things. Maybe we're some kind of cave threshold, like the quarry. Wherever we are, we're not first. There was some rusty power cords, old lights, signs, infrastructure. What is this area used for? Why did they seal it off? Why have we never heard of it? More importantly, how are we going to get out? And what's weird is the people that used the other stuff that got out already knew me as the director.
This is Director Faded. I require backup at this location.
It's an honor, Director.
Okay. A series of reverberating sounds observed in downtown Kiev with no clear point of origin. The event was witnessed by the city's general public. Mental and physical symptoms were reported, including aphasia, sleep paralysis, and excess redaction in the reported individuals. Due to the brief nature of the event, overseas bureau agents were not able to respond while it was active. Immediately upon arrival, agents collected audio recordings taken by local witnesses. All bureau monitoring stations located at global junctions of acoustic amplification were directed to monitor any auditory events of similar pitch, wavelength, and duration in an effort to trace echoes or epicenters. In the following week, similar cases were reported from both various amateur sources and bureau stations in major cities across the globe. Subsequent events diminished in volume and frequency per each occurrence. Ooh. Nice. Yeah. I really want to push through the DLCs, but I'm kind of over the combat. It was like interesting at first, mediocre at best. And now it's just, and then as the base game progressed, instead of really getting harder enemies, I mean, some of them were harder, the bird. We won't talk about the bird though. All they did was just add more.
This is the director. I need a ranger at this location immediately.
So now you get to a new location, you got to fight off, you know, multiple tens. And I just don't want to do it. Like,
Engaging!
definitely not shooting to heal, dude. Dude, are you gonna get in there? He's like, nah, I'm cool.
Advance! Free fire! Returning fire!
He's out. He's on our side now. Stop returning fire. You got teleport powers too, dude. It's like a doorway out of here we need to find. Found it. Whoa.
Someone call a plumber.
Glad no one was around to hear that.
What the? Why wouldn't you land on the step that... Where's the... anything? Is it just a cool part of the level or something else we're supposed to traverse? No, why did you... Oh, hi, Khan. Let's go for ignoring that. Okay, gotta get around that. Opening up the shortcut seems irrelevant because we just use the fast travel to the point that's already been discovered over here. Gibbs reporting in. It's been 8 days since the collapse and still no sign of any rescue efforts. Bureau is either completely unaware of our situation and incapable of helping us, or it's intentional. How many times have we seen the Bureau not give two shits about its own hardworking staff when they go missing in this place? How many times did we let it slide thinking, oh, at least it wasn't me? Too many, I'm ashamed to admit. Anyway, there have been some developments. Strange crystals began growing through the walls. They seem to block some corridors but not others. The path to the caves is always left open. We're not sure why. Luckily, the crystals keep out the astral spike that's been hounding us for days. John, Nicolay, and Sarah went to find a radio, never came back. We think the spike got them. I think it's hunting us. Doug says spikes only exist in the astral plane, so what is it doing here? If we get out of here, I'm hiring a lawyer. These are unsuitable working conditions. Dear House of Reps, my husband, Francis, read an article before he died about how the universe is really just a computer program. He believed it. I thought it all sounded silly, but I think he was right. Francis was hit by a car a few months ago, a drunk driver. I don't think it was supposed to happen. My neighbour's son, Jeremy, broke one of our windows with a football the week before Francis died. Francis yelled at Jeremy for it. It was a bit harsh. This is important because I see Jeremy on his computer through their living room. He's on it all the time. His mother says he is a computer whiz. I think Jeremy is operating the computer program and he changed the universe so that the driver would hit Francis. He did it to get back at Francis for yelling at him. Is there a way to change the computer and make Francis come back? I have some money if it's expensive. I don't know how these things work and I don't care if Jeremy gets in trouble or not. I just want Francis to come home. Francis and I are very happy together. I can feel him not being here and I know it's not right. Sincerely, Stephanie Miller. That's sad. I'd change the computer program for you, Stephanie. really curious where this leads to. Oh. Just lets you get further across. Hey Zergos, I've already finished. I'm in the DLC. This is going to be another typical surge.
Warning. Altered item detected in transport bay. Access is prohibited for safety